Okay, today we're going to talk about how to charge premium prices. The problem is many business owners feel like they can't charge more because of competition. They offer a commoditized service. That's their main problem. That's something like investment management, tax strategies, estate planning, retirement planning, etc. And when you act like a commodity, when you charge like a commodity, when your service is a commodity, you compete on price. And that leads to a race to the bottom, right? You have to be mindful of that. So if you're having trouble charging higher prices, if you're having trouble converting clients, if you're having trouble competing in the marketplace, this is most likely because you might be guilty of charging a commoditized service. But that's not a problem because we're going to talk about how to solve this in this video. Basically, the problem is that businesses that are one of many, they only compete on price. Right, like people are price shopping. Maybe you've been guilty of that. But the thing is, like businesses that are one of one, right, like category of one, highly differentiated, they command premium pricing. For example, being a financial advisor versus being the financial advisor when it comes to a special service. So ask yourself, are you a generic financial advisor? Are you a generic tax planner, estate planner? Do you talk about the planning in the same way as any other advisor? Is your messaging focused on services, right? Like investment management, tax strategies, retirement planning, estate planning, tax services, right? Instead of the transformation that a specific client can get from you. Can a prospect easily compare your fees with another advisor? Can he easily compare the service? Do clients treat you as a vendor instead of a trusted authority? And most importantly, and let me highlight this, what really makes you different from any other advisor out there? Like if you cannot clearly answer that questions, and I don't want to hear something like, I care about my clients, right? Like everybody cares about their clients. You have to have a clear differentiator for yourself, for your service, for what you sell, and why it's different. Because the truth is, consumers are willing to pay extra for things they perceive as better and different, even if the core product is the same, right? So for example, a head of lettuce, commodity, $1.69, washed, pre-packed, branded, $4, premium salad, $12, right? So the same is true for financial advisors, tax advisors, estate planners. A financial advisor, retirement planner, insurance agent, that is really generic. That's replaceable. That is for people who are going to price shop you. The financial advisor or estate planner for high net worth real estate investors, that's already a differentiation, right? You have to think like, hey, you're like, how many financial advisors specifically focus on real estate investor? Not that many, right? Like out of the hundreds of thousands, it's probably like 1,000 maybe, right? So you're already in like the 1%. Clear differentiation, you can charge premium pricing. Now, the financial advisor helping business owners exit for 10 million plus and minimize taxes while they exit their business. How many of those are there, right? Like that's a premium promise. That's a premium service. There is no competition here. You might be competing with like 5 other people, maybe, right? Like if you can really dial it down, there's maybe like 3, maybe not even a single one. And here you have no pricing objections, right? So how to make yourself unique and charge premium prices? This is the how-to step, right? You want to reposition yourself away from commoditization, right? Most advisors sell services. Instead, you have to sell transformations, outcomes, and unique expertise. No more investment management, no more retirement planning, no more IULs, no more annuities, no more estate planning, no more tax optimization, right? Like no more accounting. Those are all commoditized services. If you can really Google for many of the people who are providing that service, it's not a unique service. Instead of basically we do investment management and financial planning, you want to say we help 7-figure business owners legally reduce taxes, turn their business wealth into generational wealth, right? And then if you can add specific transformation where you already did that, specific case studies to it, the better, right? Instead of we provide estate planning advice, right? Like we ensure high net worth families never leave a financial mess behind so their wealth stays protected for generation. Probably like even more, you could go even deeper here, right? Like We help 7-figure real estate investors set up a bulletproof estate plan so that their family lives on for generations with the wealth that they've created, right? Something like that. Really niche down, really for a specific avatar. People pay for premium for certainty and specialization, right? And then you want to use basically your whole messaging, your website, your branding, and build the authority around that topic, right? Like I'm not somebody who provides Facebook ads. I'm not somebody who's a digital marketing agency, for example. Like we help financial advisors, estate planners, tax planners create a unique offering, a brand, publish a high value book, and then advertise that to create basically an authority positioning, and then get clients to pay for their services, right? Like once that's positioned in a unique way. So the same way a basic head of letters can become a $12 premium product, you can become extremely unique and command premium pricing. So for example, the branding means publishing a high value book on a financial topic where you have a lot of expertise in. That has worked very well for our clients. That has worked very well for everybody we see in the marketplace. Creating high quality video content, answering complex questions about that topic. Again, working very well, really positioning. After you position yourself, you have to kind of build that authority, and then becoming the go-to expert in a specific industry, right? Like you have to optimize the service for that specific industry, right? So doctors, attorneys, business owners, SaaS founders, right? Like everybody who becomes who is that avatar, right? You want to be an expert at serving them. You want to be an expert at optimizing for their gain, basically, right? The premium pricing then becomes inevitable and you become irreplaceable. So I just want to say you're not stuck, right? Like it's not because your ads are not working. It's not because, you are a bad business owner or you don't know what you're doing. It's just because you lack imagination. You haven't thought about this very well. You are playing the commoditized game and you complain about your competition and complain about ads not working. But the best advisors, those who win, they reinvent the game by injecting imagination into their business model, by actually being creative about who they serve, and by actually being super dialed in about the value that they provide that specific avatar. So if you're struggling with price-sensitive clients, if you're struggling to differentiate yourself, if you're struggling to make your ads work, it's most likely it's most likely because of that reason. It's because you haven't differentiated yourself enough, and you're competing on fees and service. You're a commodity, and instead you want to compete on value and brand, and then you will own the market. Now, if you need any help with that, right, we offer free consultations about exactly that topic, how you can differentiate yourself, how you can build that authority and build that client generating system. Link is below. Feel free to schedule. Otherwise, if you like topics like that, if you like value like that, feel free to like and subscribe, and we'll see each other in the next video.